more people have access to tobacco.
Right.
And I'm not advocating that we make it an illegal drug. I think that would be a horrible mistake. Although there is a very credible push to mandate the reduction of nicotine in cigarettes, which most scientists that study it are for it. I think there's some real dangers there because I see that in the broader history of drug use. It's like, when has drug prohibition worked, broadly speaking? And it's to me, that path would only make sense in very good conjunction with e-cigarettes, which once they're fully regulated can be a safer, not safe, but much safer alternative. And if we tax the hell out of e-cigarettes and ban every attractive feature like flavors and everything, then that's gonna push people to a black market if they can't get the real thing from real cigarettes. Like, some people will just quit straight out. But I think what the regulators and what a lot of scientists that study tobacco, like myself, it's a big part still of what I study. They're not used to thinking about tobacco really as a drug, largely speaking, in terms of, for example, the history of prohibition. And I think of, we already know there's an illicit market, a black market for tobacco to get around, taxes. I mean, and for selling even loose cigarettes. That's what initially caused in Staten Island the police to approach, was it Eric Garland, who was selling loose cigarettes, and he got choked out. I mean, the thing that caused that police contact was he was selling, I think reported to sell individual cigarettes for you could sell them for $0.25. It happens in Baltimore. Yeah. And it's that's technically illegal. But, are you not going to have massive boats of, supplies coming over from China and elsewhere of real deal cigarettes if you ban, the sale of nicotine? It's obviously going to happen, and you have to weigh that against, you're going to create a black market to one size or another.
And your intuition, that really hasn't worked throughout the history when we've tried it.
Right. But I see a potential path forward, but only if it's if it's done in conjunction with e-cigarettes.
If there's a clear alternative, that's a positive alternative, that it kind of steers the population towards an alternative. Yeah.
The difference here, the unique thing that could be taken advantage of here is nicotine is by and large not what causes the harm. It's the aromatic hydrocarbons. It's the carcinogens and tobacco. It's burning tobacco smoke. It's not the nicotine. So, that it's not like alcohol prohibition where you couldn't create the aduls, the near beer is not going to have the alcohol. And so people are here you do have the possibility of giving another medium the ability to deliver the drug, which still aren't, to a lot of people, isn't preferred to the tobacco, but nonetheless, if you overregulate those and make them less attractive, like if you aren't thoughtful about the nicotine limits and thoughtful about whether you're allowing flavors and everything, and if you overtax them, you're actually decreasing the ability to compete with the more dangerous product. So I feel that there is a potential path forward, but I don't have a lot of confidence that that's going to be done in a thoughtful, analytical way. And I'm afraid that it could increase the black market, cause all of the harms. Like every other drug, we're moving away from the prohibition model slowly, but the big barge ship is making a very slow turn. And okay, we really had to step back and question if we want to, with nicotine, tobacco, are we moving into that direction?
Big
picture.
It doesn't quite make sense.